voice. Naomi was surprised. Chini had never allowed her to sit on the couch before. She hesitated for a moment but then walked over and sat down carefully. "Don't be scared," Chini said, gesturing for her to relax. "Let's just talk." Naomi sat on the couch, still unsure of what was going on. Chini's voice softened as she began to speak. "I know I've been hard on you ever since you came into this house. I've said things I shouldn't have, and I've treated you badly. But today, I want to make amends," Chini said, looking Naomi straight in the eye. "I want to treat you like my younger sister from now on. Please forgive me for all my past mistakes." Naomi blinked, confused, but then smiled lightly. "Ma, I don't hold any grudges. We're good. Thanks for letting me stay in your home," she said, trying to match Chini's tone. For a moment it seemed like the tension had lifted. Chini smiled back and there was a warmth in her eyes that Naomi hadn't seen before. "Can I ask you for a favor?" she asked, her voice gentle. "Anything, Ma?" Naomi replied, eager to keep the peace. Chini smiled. "I'm not good at cooking. Can you make some noodles for me?" Naomi's face lit up. She was happy to do something for Chini, especially since things seemed to be improving. "Of course, I'll make it right away." She hurried to the kitchen and cooked the noodles, bringing a bowl to Chini when it was ready. Chini looked pleased as Naomi set the bowl in front of her. Then Naomi excused herself and went to her room, thinking everything was fine. A few seconds later, she heard Chini's voice shouting from the living room. Naomi's heart skipped a beat as she rushed out to see what had happened. "Madam, what happened?" Naomi asked, her voice trembling. Chini was standing, her face twisted in anger. "So you want to poison me?" she yelled. "What did I ever do to you?" Naomi's mouth fell open in shock. "Madam, I didn't put anything into your food. Please, believe me," she said, trying to stay calm. Chini pointed an accusing finger at Naomi, tears streaming down her face. "I saw you with my own 2 eyes. You put something in my food. This wicked girl wants to take my life," she cried out, looking at Francis as he walked into the room. Francis was confused, looking between the 2 women. "What's going on here?" he asked, his voice tense. Chini cried louder, pointing at Naomi. "Look at her. She's the one. She's trying to poison me," she shouted, practically wailing. Naomi stepped forward, trying to explain herself. "Madam, I swear, I didn't put anything in your food. I was just trying to help." But Chini wasn't listening. She continued to shout, her eyes wide with fake fear. "She's lying, Francis. She's poisoned my food." Naomi, desperate to prove her innocence, couldn't take it anymore. She grabbed the bowl of noodles that Chini had barely touched, and without a second thought, ate a large spoonful in front of them. "There. You see?" Naomi said, swallowing the noodles. "There's nothing in your food. I didn't poison you." But before she could finish speaking, Naomi felt a sharp pain in her stomach. She doubled over, clutching her belly as the room spun around her. "Naomi!" Francis shouted, rushing toward her as she fell to her knees, gasping for air. "What's happening? Are you okay?" Naomi screamed in pain, her vision blurring. I don't know. It hurts," she cried, tears streaming down her face. Chini stood at the side, watching Naomi in silence. Then a wicked smile appeared on her face, and she started to laugh. "I told you, Francis," she said, almost happy. "I saw her with my own eyes. She poisoned the food." Francis was in a panic. He turned to Naomi, who was now lying on the floor, clutching her stomach, her breathing